Thai girls are lying to you. If you're coming here on holiday and you don't want to get scammed and you don't want to waste a load of money, watch this video. As I said in my last video, I've lived here and worked with these Thai girls for a long time now, and I know every trick in the book. You don't want to get lied to, you don't want to get scammed, and you don't want to waste a load of money. Take some notes. Number one, Thai girls don't give real names. Now, if you haven't already noticed, a lot of these Thai girls have some strange names. Cartoon, Fanta, Toy, Joy, and they do this for multiple reasons. Reason number one, a lot of the girls out here are actually embarrassed of their real Thai names, and they don't want to give a name like Pimawali Sawangaboom to their new Western friend. He's going to feel embarrassed by that. He's probably never met a girl with that sort of name before in his life, and they use names like Party, Candy, Cream, and all these cute names to try and, you know, win him over quickly. Second reason these Thai girls lie to you about the fake names is because when they move to a new bar or they move to the other side of town, they want to start afresh again. They don't want any association with their old name and all the old people they used to know. They want to start fresh. They want everything new. It actually took me about 2 months to get to the bottom of my girlfriend's real name. The name that they give you originally is like a cute name, and then after a while you might find out what their actual Thai name is, and then if you go and take a look at their ID card, it's a completely different name altogether. And I've seen this firsthand, and it's funny to see. So don't think if you go meet Candy or Cindy on Soybecal, that's going to be her actual name, because it's not. And the second name is probably not going to be the real name either. It's always going to be a name on the ID card if you want to find out the real. Number two, your new best friend lies about her age. There's a few reasons why these Thai girls will lie about their age, and the main one is to just try and win the heart over of their new best friend. And what they're going to do is she's going to lie about her age. She's going to tell you she's 20 years old when she's actually 25 or more. And if you end up actually staying with this girl and living with her for a long time, taking care of her for a few years, what you're going to find out is her real age, and by that time she's actually 30 years old. And if you knew she was 25 in the beginning, maybe you wouldn't have actually invested all this time and all this money into this girl. So what she's done is she's lied about her age. She's told you she's younger than she is, so you fall in love with her. And I just want to put this out there and say I've got nothing but respect for Thailand and Thai women. I love Thai women, that's why I'm here. And this video is just purely for entertainment purposes. So if there's anyone out there thinking I've got a massive grudge against Thai people, it ain't like that. And if you listen to what I'm going to say in this video and you do come here, it's going to save you a bit of time, a bit of stress, and a bit of money. That's all there is to it. Number three, I just started working at the bar today. Now, this is another common phrase that you're going to hear if you go into any bars in Pattaya or around Thailand, and the girls use this trick to try and tell the new Western friend that she's the new lady in town. He's going to think, wow, I'm a lucky guy, she just started working today. What you find is the girls that use this phrase have been working here for a couple of months. You know, they haven't been here for a couple of years, but they'll try it on with every new person they meet. It's just an easy trick they use to try and, you know, win the heart over of a man quicker. And sometimes they use it in a joking way, but, you know, they're always trying to exaggerate the truth. But if you come in here and you hear that phrase, I've just started working in the bar today, just think twice about it, because they could have been working in the bar for 5 years for all you know. But like I said, generally they only say this for the first couple of months. Number four, I'm from Bangkok. Now, there's two reasons for this. Number one, if a girl tells a new customer that she's from some random town up north in the middle of Isan with some funny name that he's never heard before, he might think twice about spending the rest of the night with this girl and spending more money and more drinks on her, because, you know, if he's a bit timid and a bit shy and he's new to all of this, he might think, oh, I don't know about this girl, you know, she's a bit different to what I am. But if she says she's from Bangkok, he's going to be like, oh yeah, Bangkok, I know Bangkok. And then, you know, that bridges the gap then. And another reason why the girl might tell you she's from Bangkok is because, you know, a lot of people associate Bangkok as a big city with lots of money. She might be trying to convince the guy that she's more wealthy than she is, coming from Bangkok and not some small village in the middle of Isan. Now, these girls are only lying to try and make more money and make everything easier for themselves, and I can understand why. They're not doing this in a deceitful way. They're not trying to scam you all the time. It's just what they do and how the game works. So don't think if you catch a girl out lying, she's out to get you, because it's not like that. Number five, you handsome man. Now, this one you are 1000% gonna hear when you get to Thailand, probably before you even get to your hotel. And if you go into any bars and some girl starts calling you a handsome man, you know, they are being friendly, they're being nice, but at the same time, if you're a bit older, you're a bit fatter, they're going to be saying this to give you a bit of a confidence boost. They want you to feel good about your night. They want to make you happy. The happier you are and the more you're enjoying yourself, is the more likely you're going to be getting your wallet out and buying drinks for them. That's all it boils down to at the end of the day. The happier they make you feel, the more money you're gonna spend. Number 6, it's my birthday. And in this one, I'm gonna be dropping some truth bombs. So if you're walking around Pattaya or any bars in Thailand, you're going to see balloons on some of the bars, and you know, you're going to hear party music and you're going to think, oh, there's a party going on in there, that looks good. And what they do is they put these parties on sometimes when it's quiet and they haven't got any events planned. What it does is it creates a party atmosphere. So you got people walking by and they think, oh, that place looks good, let's go in there, they've got a party on. And a lot of the time it is actually someone's birthday, but I know a lot of the other times it's not. And they just put these parties on to try and fill in the gaps and create events when, you know, it's a bit quieter and they need something to, you know, boost the sales when there's not that many parties or events on, and they just want to fill in the gaps on the weekend. And, you know, they go in there and they've got girls and they've got the money chain around the neck, and they'll be walking around and people will be stapling money to the money chain. And, you know, if you've come here for the first time, you're not going to know if it's someone's birthday or not. You're just going to think, oh, there's a party going on, it's her birthday, I'll give her 100 baht. So if you're walking around and you see a party on and you see a girl with a big money chain, don't always believe it's a birthday, because it's not. Sometimes it is, but not all the time. Now, if you've made it this far, I want to tell you at the end of the video, I've got a secret hack for you that's going to make your time here a lot more easy, a lot more enjoyable. Coming here for the first time, you've never been here before, it's definitely going to save you some heartache, save you some money. So stick around till the end of the video for the secret hack. Number 7, my friend just started work today. Now this one is another common trick they use in the bars, and they do this to try and help the new ladies get some more drinks, break her in, make her feel comfortable. Some of the times this is true, but I know for a fact that other times it's not true, and they do this to try and get some extra drinks, get some extra commissions and some more money, and you can see why. But the reality is it's not their first day at work today. They've probably been here for a couple of weeks, a couple of months already, and they use this one on the tourists that have just got here. They've never been here before, they don't know how it works with these bars and these girls in Thailand, and it's very easy for them to say this to that customer and he's going to believe it straight away. There's no reason why you wouldn't believe it if you didn't know anything about it in the first place. It's very easy just to say yes to everyone here, and before you know it, you'll have 4 girls on your table. 2 of them are new, one's just started today, and you know, they're probably pulling the wool over your eyes, trying to get all the money out of you that they can. If you hear any of these phrases, just think twice before, you know, pulling your wallet out. Number 8, I've never gone with a Western man before. Now this one, the girls say this is because if you're English, American, Australian, the girls are going to say this to you to make you feel special. They want you to feel like you're the first Western man they've ever had an encounter with. They want you to feel like you're the Prince Charming, and they're going to tell this to make you feel good about yourself, to make you feel special and her first Western man. And ultimately, what they're trying to do is just get you to pull your wallet out and spend more money on drinks for them. And a lot of girls do this, especially when they've just started here. You know, they've seen a few Western men before, but they keep using this phrase over and over again because they know it works. They say this to people and they think, ooh, they get a bit of a confidence boost. So if you hear this one, just think again before you start making any big decisions about where your night's going to be going with this girl. Number 9, she doesn't have a boyfriend. Now a lot of these Thai girls do have boyfriends. They've got boyfriends up north, up in Isan, and they tell this to guys out here to try and convince them that they haven't got a boyfriend, so they'll pull the wallet out again and spend the money on them. But the reality is that a lot of these girls do have boyfriends, and I've seen their own boyfriends even come into the bar before and get money off them. And the majority of these girls are working in these bars to send money to the boyfriends as well. So they'll be working in the bars, they'll be getting the money from the customers and then giving it to a real boyfriend. And by saying this, I don't have a boyfriend, it's just going to make you feel like you're special, you're the one, this girl, she's available, I'm going to be with this girl now. But what you don't know is that she's got a boyfriend, she's probably been with him for years, she might even have kids with him. Ultimately, you're just going to be the fool here. And some of these girls, even though they don't have a boyfriend, they've got sponsors, they've got boyfriends that they had previously in the last couple of months or the last year, and they've gone back to their own country and they're sending money over to sponsor this girl and, you know, keep her thinking that he's the boyfriend. Just because you see her in a bar and you're sat there drinking with her does not mean she does not have a boyfriend. I know these girls have boyfriends. If they're working here and they've been here for a while, there's going to be multiple people on their phones that are classed as their boyfriends. Okay, number 10, I don't like Thai guys. Now, a lot of these girls are going to tell you they do not like Thai guys, they don't want a Thai boyfriend. they've never been with a Thai man before, but this is a lie. And they say this to try and, again, pull the wool over your eyes. I know for a fact a lot of these Thai girls do like Thai guys. They think some of the Thai guys are really cool, but they'll tell the Western guys that they don't like the Thai guys. They'll say things like, oh, Thai man no good, Thai man no have money. And you know, this is just ultimately to give the Western guy another confidence boost into pulling his wallet out, spending some money and spending some more time with this girl. So if you hear this phrase, I don't like Thai men, I don't like Thai guys, it's actually a lie. Before these girls came to Pattaya, they was in relationships with Thai guys, they've been with Thai guys, they've probably got babies with Thai guys, which leads me on to the next point. I don't have any kids. This is another one that they use to try and convince people that they're innocent girls out here, and they tell people they don't have any kids, and he's going to believe that, you know, this is a new lady in town, she hasn't got any kids, she doesn't like Thai guys, and he's going to think, wow, this girl is the one, she's perfect. But when in reality she's got a Thai boyfriend back home, she's got 3 kids, the money that she's making in the bar she's sending to the Thai boyfriend to give to the kids already. You can tell these girls a mile off sometimes, you can even see the scars on the belly and stuff. But yeah, these are obvious reasons why the Thai girls out here are going to tell these Western men that they haven't got any kids, because a lot of guys don't like to go with girls that have already had kids. A lot of guys don't want to be tied down looking after a baby, you know, they just want, you know, a new relationship with a new girl who hasn't got any ties to anyone else. So they're going to tell this lie. Just be aware of it if you hear it, because I know for a fact I'd say about 70% of them actually do. Teen pregnancy in Thailand is high, and a lot of the girls come to Pattaya because they've come here to make money to provide for their kids. They come here because there's no job opportunities up north and they can make a lot of money down here, so they come here to make money in the bars and then go and send the money back home. So if you hear this phrase, I haven't got any kids, it's not always going to be 100% true. There's no way of actually knowing unless she's going to be really honest with you, but just be wary and think twice before doing anything serious and making any big decisions with these Thai girls, because if you think she hasn't got kids and you get with her, you end up living with her, and then a year down the line she tells you she's got a kid, you're already way too invested in this relationship to end it with her, and you might think, oh, you know, I love her now, it's not so bad. And this is what they do, they pull the wool over your eyes, they tell you these lies, so you spend the money, you get in the relationship, and then later on down the line they start dropping all these truth bombs on you, and at that point you've already spent too much money, too much time and too much effort into this girl to give it up. Number 12, she feels sick when leaving the bar. Now, picture this. You've come to a bar, you've seen the girl of your dreams, you've sat there, you've bought her drinks all night, you've bought her friends drinks, you've spent 2,000 or 3,000 baht, and then you go and take this lady from the bar, you think, okay, let's go and have a good night now, let's go out, go for some food, go to the clubs later and, you know, see what happens. And then what's going to happen is as soon as you leave that bar, you're going for a walk, she starts saying, oh, I feel sick, I've got patong, I've got tummy ache. And what she's doing is that, you know, she's trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Once again, you've come into the bar, you've spent a load of money, she's got what she wants out of you, and now she's just going to be acting, you know, a bit down, a bit tired, sleepy and grumpy. And they do this because ultimately they don't want to spend the night with you, they just want, they've got what they want, they've got the money, and now they just want to relax and try and fizzle things out as smoothly and as quiet as possible. And, you know, I've had customers come back in the bar the next day and speak to me and say, oh, I don't know what happened to her yesterday. We was fine in the bar and then we left and then she was tired, she was sick and she didn't want to do anything. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know, I've heard this all before, but I don't want to be nasty to the guy and tell him. And you've got to be aware of these things if you're coming out here. And this relates to the secret hack at the end of the video. And I'm going to tell you how you can avoid this happening. So stick around to the end. And by saying she's sick and she's tired and she wants to go to sleep, is basically saying, I'm not up for it tonight, I want to go to the room, sit on my phone all night, look at Netflix and yeah, go to sleep basically. And you know, you've just spent like $100 on this evening and it's all gone down the pan. So yeah, stick around till the end to the secret hack and I'm going to show you how you can avoid this. This next one, number 13, is going to relate straight onto number 14. And it's that she doesn't answer your calls. Now picture this, you've had a good night together, you know, you've took her out the bar, you've been to the clubs, you've been to the restaurant, you had an amazing time at the hotel, and then the next day you think, wow, I'm gonna message her again. You message her again, you say, hey babe, how's it going? What you up to? And blank. You try calling her, no phone call. And you know, this goes on and on for a few hours, and then you're gonna get a text message later on in the day saying, sorry, my phone no good. And yeah, this is number 14 now, and this is the last trick that they play in the book. When they've ignored you all day and you're really hung up over these girls and you're trying to get in touch with them and you're trying to message them, do everything you can to see them, and then she's going to tell you that her phone's broken and her phone's no good and it's an old phone and she needs a new one. And if you've been here for a while, you already know this trick. But if you're a new guy that's come here and you've never been here before, and if you've got a big heart and you've got a big wallet and you think, wow, I'm going to show this girl the really good man I am, I'm going to buy her a new phone. And yeah, a lot of guys do this. You wouldn't believe the amount of brand new iPhones I've seen brought into the bar from customers, from girls saying, my phone broke, no good, my phone old, not work. And yeah, it's just crazy to see the amounts of money that these new tourists that have just got here spend on these Thai girls because they're lying to them, telling them that their phone's no good. Now, a lot of the time, maybe the phone is no good and it's old and it's broken, but there's no reason why they should be ignoring you. But they know if they make you wait, they ignore you for a day or two, they make you go crazy, and then you get a message saying, oh, my phone's broken, it's no good. They've got more chance of getting a new phone out of you. Okay, secret hack, and this one is going to cut out all the middleman stuff, all the annoying stuff, all these lies and deceit that you're going to have to go through. You're going to save time, you're going to save your money, and all you've got to do is when you go out there and you're looking for a girl, go for the girl that's looking at you, go for the girl that's trying to pull you in the bar, go for the one giving you the eyes. If you go looking around and you see a blonde bombshell who's really hot and you think, wow, I want her, but you're a bit older and you're a bit fatter and you think, well, maybe she doesn't like me, but you're going to go with her anyway. You go over to her, you ask her if she wants a drink, she's going to be like, okay. And then you end up taking this blonde bombshell and you can tell she's not that interested, and all this stuff's going to happen that we've just spoke about. But whereas if you go for the girl that's giving you the attention in the first place, go for the one that likes you for what you are. Don't go for the one sitting in the corner, not giving you any eyes, not giving you any attention, because she's not interested. She doesn't want to spend the rest of the night with you. She wants to go and look for another customer. She's not bothered about you or your money. And if you do go with that girl, she's only going to be sitting around playing the game and trying to get the money off you by drinks or by any means necessary, and you're going to be the fool for this. So my advice, go for the girl that's giving you the eyes, because that way you're pretty much guaranteed to have a more enjoyable night. You're not going to be wasting your money. You're going to be with a girl that's happy to spend her time with you.